NEMGBANA, ca. 1710 to 1793, last Temne ruler of the Sierra Leone Peninsula. NEMGBANA, often written NEMGBANA, was regent of the Koya Kingdom from 1775 to 1793. It was NEMGBANA who signed the treaty making way for the establishment of the British colony on the Sierra Leone Peninsula. He was a progressive ruler who was opposed to the slave trade, though he could do little to fight it under the circumstances. He joined the advance of Western influence by sending 2 of his sons to Europe to be educated. NEMGBANA became regent of Koya at the death of the Koya king in 1775. By Koya custom, when the Obaid, the leading sub-rulers, became rulers as regent in turn until the last of them died when a new Obai was crowned. NEMGBANA was sub-ruler of Rogbana up the Sierra Leone estuary. He was described in one account by the name of Panaburo, but all other accounts call him NEMGBANA. It seems clear that Bana was his title as sub-ruler of Rogbana, Ro being a Temne prefix meaning to or at. One account indicates that when Europeans first wanted to record his name and asked for this in English, he replied, "NEMGBANA, my name is Bana," and this was recorded as NEMGBANA. NEMGBANA was a ruler ahead of his time. Against the increasing suspicion of his elders, he continued to allow the British to stay in the peninsula, which had been unwittingly ceded to them by his sub-chief, Tom NEMGBANA, later signed the treaty in 1788, giving this land to the colony. He, himself, may have done so unwittingly, as he could not read or write, and may not have realized that the British meant to take permanent possession. In any case, his other actions showed that he was not totally opposed to the presence of the colony in his territory. In fact, in 1785, before the colony was founded, he had granted a French officer land on Gambia Island, close to what is now Hastings, though the French had abandoned the island soon after. NEMGBANA was, however, opposed to the slave trade and expressed his resentment on a few occasions to colony officials. Many of his subjects and the European traders on the coast did, however, depend on it, and he wisely realized that there was nothing he could do at the time to halt it. NEMGBANA did not stop at verbal protestations, on matters of interest when in contact with Europeans. While negotiating with the French, he sent one of his sons to be educated in France. He also later sent another son, John Frederick NEMGBANA, under the care of the directors of the Sierra Leone Company, to be educated in England. A third son was sent northwards to acquire an Islamic education. NEMGBANA must thus have had foresight as to the usefulness that the education his sons acquired would have in dealings with his neighbors, both the Europeans at the colony and his Islamic neighbors further north. In fact, he employed one of the settlers from the colony, one Abram Elliott Griffith, as his clerk and later chief advisor. Griffith was given one of his daughters, later named Clara, in marriage. NEMGBANA has become something of a folk legend over the years, and his name is recognized by many who do not know exactly who he was or what he did. NEMGBANA was, in fact, the last traditional Temne ruler in the area that ultimately became the city of Freetown.